Hi guys, this is my show, The Legit Talks, and this is the hostess, Dr. Zui here. Okay, so we have posted this creative yesterday itself of Mukesh. So it's like pretty much a new concept to understand. Like we always needed a service and we wanted in the terms of a little bit of money but for a little bit of time so that we would return it, so that is rent. So we have to pay the rent for this particular thing and then we can have use it in a proper way and then return it back. So it is just like one of our needs right now, and I was wondering, like I had a lot of questions of my own. I think those questions will be resembling to yours too when it comes to getting a service through rent, and you enjoy that service. So basically we are going to talk about this person's journey, Mukesh Chopade. He is the founder of the Rentper, and let's see what things he have included in it, and what future projects he is thinking about, and how is he going to grow this particular thing for us. So I'm going to connect with him right now. You have to just stay live and stay connected with us, guys. Let's know the unknown.
Hi, I'm doing absolutely fine. Thank you. How are you?
Hi Mukesh. How are you?
Uh, I'm currently in Netherlands in
I'm
Herle.
also good. So where are you right now?
Yeah,
Oh, that is nice. So what
yeah.
were you doing
I
basically?
did
It
my
is like part
bachelor's
of your
in
routine or
India.
something
Then
like
I
that?
moved here in Germany for masters, and now shifted to the Netherlands for my new job. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sorry.
How
Yeah,
is it
it's
there?
a nice weather outside. It's like
How is it
8:43
there
a.m. in the
in
morning.
Netherlands?
So we are like 3 hours and 30 minutes lagging behind India. So
Wow.
it's yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so there are people joining us today and they are like waiting for, understand what is rent per when it comes to, services that is to be taken in the exchange of money, but returned in a proper way, plus not being used in that way and not being spending that much of money also. So it is like just one of the service that people are looking for right now, where it comes to money, you have to take care of it, right? You don't want us to overspend on something,
Yeah,
but it is
so
available out
yeah,
there.
first of all,
So
thank
let's
you
know
for
your story.
offering the
What's your story?
opportunity for the to be present here and to discuss. So yeah, I am
Sure.
Mukesh. I did my bachelor's degree mechanical engineering from India, Pune. Then did my master's here in Germany, work in Germany for a number of years. Then
Hmm.
recently shifted to the Netherlands for the new job. So while I was shifting and transitioning, I did uh, I mean, this is my third startup. So first I did in Germany, and that's still going on.
Wow.
Second is super duper hit, and it's based in Delhi. So we have office
Hmm.
in Delhi now. So where we help international students for their higher studies in abroad, basically. And my third startup just started like 2 months ago. Not even 2 months, just one and a
Wonderful.
half months. So so that's my journey, and by moving out from here to there and there to here, so yeah, we need a lot of stuffs, right? And the buying is not an option. Like you can buy and then again sell, and the
Hmm.
resale value is always less, right? So so I thought of, okay, why don't we have a concept that will rent
Yeah.
out the stuffs? And like you don't only need a houses, you need furnitures, you need appliances, you need cars, you need bikes, you need everything basically for your regular life. So that's why, and there are very few companies who are doing it. I guess
Yeah.
one or two only, and those are like only focusing on specific things, again, like only furniture and appliances. Two things are there, but those are very like a restricted zone. So I was thought of like having something, a common platform which will all the things and all the stuff. So that's how the rent per comes into
Mhm.
the picture. So rent per sub kuch. So rent per. So that's the
Wow, it connects, it easily connects. The thing is, when this youth out there, they are like struggling, they want to go to different places, live there, get a job, and, work on themselves, work all by themselves. That point of time, we face a very big problem that is how to get the furniture. What if it is too much expensive? What if we don't get the bed to sleep on? And like most of other services like kitchen sets, then sofas, chairs, tables for study purposes, and everything. So that point, when we reach at the place, we are in a dilemma. What are we supposed to do now? Because you are not supposed to spend that much money. You are there to earn the money. How how are you going to pay for all of that stuff and get it in the that specific room? So it always, when I was in Pune, I also lived in Pune for like 2 to 3 years, and before that, I was in the Wardha area. So
Correct.
I faced these problems almost all the time. So I was like, यार इतना महंगा कौन लेगा यार इतना यूज भी नहीं करना है और फिर ये पड़ा रहेगा इसको लेके कहाँ जाएंगे देयर आर बिग बिग स्टफ बिग थिंग्स सो एट दैट पॉइंट वी ऑलवेज हैड अ थॉट लाइक
Correct.
अगर कुछ रेंट पे मिल जाता तो कुछ चीजें रेंट पे मिल जाती तो so when I saw this a message from you like on our page like we are talking about rent per and I was like wow then the word itself explains everything so let me know how like what is the journey of
Yeah,
rent per how
basically,
did you come up with this idea and what
like we can
inspired
see
you to
like
do
how
this.
IT industry is booming in India, right? And we are moving to rural places like IT Park in Hinjawadi, like Pune,
Mm.
Hinjawadi. Then we have in Bangalore, Kolkata, Delhi, all those metro cities, Ahmedabad. We are moving currently
Yeah,
and like everywhere, like and oftenly basically. So yeah, we need a lot of things basically, and
yeah.
yeah, always like you can think of buying an TV or the fridge, but you can't think buying a car always, right? So
Mm.
yeah, correct. So I mean, like rich
No.
people or the higher, like you can say not the middle class, but the higher upper middle class people can see, okay, buying a buying a TV also as an option, but not for the
Yeah, yeah,
middle class or the average. And that's the huge crowd in India, you know. So
yeah.
that's the huge potential we have. Correct. And like you can also see like if the rich people
Most
want
of it.
if rich people are getting the things at much cheaper cost, then they can also rent it out. So for an example, like someone is having Rolls Royce or
Yeah,
something, and it's standing over there since number of years. Nobody is going is using it. Okay, why not? We can use for 2 days
yeah,
and on rent. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, that's the so that's how I thought of, and that's
yeah.
how I mean I started this concept. Again, you can see in the market there are companies who are specifically working towards the specific category. For example, houses. Then houses, there are a lot of companies doing it for the flats, apartments, and this thing. No one in the like you can say in the
Hmm.
furniture or let's say dresses like a bridal outfits and those kind of like jewelry. Correct.
Oh, that takes too much of
Like,
money, man. I mean,
like
it empties
everything
the
basically,
pocket in
like you can
one
also
go.
take like medical appliances, then laptops, iPads, iMac, everything you can see. So it's like
Hmm.
one platform you can take everything on the rent basically. So that's how
Yeah.
I started the concept of rent. And you can also see like the companies who are working in the specific domain, they are charging heavily if you want to check their profiles and check out the ads or everything, right? So and that's not everyone can afford in India. So we are mhm.
Obviously, man. Our population is like they're not economically that stable. First of all, there is no such opportunities also to get settled in one specific area, specific kind of a job. That is also not
Correct.
trustworthy today. Anybody can just kick you out and say like we don't need you anymore. So these consequences are being faced more specifically in India and by the youth, I guess, because the youth is the one getting so flexible out there. They want to go to places, they want to, explore stuff. And at that point of time, to even travel from one place to another, you need to
Correct.
find at least one kind of a transport. For that, also, you need to pay the rent. That will be fine. But you cannot buy a bike or maybe take your bike, which is in the house, and then you transport it to the city where you live and then you handle everything up. So better कुछ time के लिए चाहिए, then use it and then do it. But there are only few things right now, but the thing is, you are living in Netherlands. How are you actually getting connected to this concept with the Indians out there? Because they are living, they are having this problem, and how are you going to, what are your
Yeah,
plans
correct.
and
So
strategies to provide
on
this
April
rent
28th,
per
I
services
suppose,
in
we
India?
officially registered under Government of India. So
Hmm.
it's not even been 2 months. So a lot
Oh,
of things we
nice.
planned for number of years, but yeah, it will to get executed
Mm-hmm.
step by step. So first of
Mm-hmm.
all, we started with a normal website. Then now, so now the website is live, and anyone can actually put on their things on rent, and anyone can become a vendor. And doesn't matter if you have one car or one product or anything, or same account you can switch to vendor or a buyer if you want to buy or if you want to rent out the things. So it's on the same place. It's super easy process and very reliable. Why I'm saying this, because there
Mm-hmm.
is a team who works in the background. For example, you have a car and you want to put it on the Rentper, then you will add your things on the rent on the Rentper website. Our team will contact you like a call. They notify you that you are authorized and you are not putting anything
Mm-hmm.
randomly, or so it should be legit, right? So they will cross verify that, and then only that ad will go live on the Rentper. So that's the first. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah, it is
mhm.
pretty easy. It is pretty easy. So, there are maybe you have clubbed in certain sources that are supposed to be given on rent. So, what are those stuff? What are those services? What are those
Yeah,
things
currently
that you
there
have clubbed
are
in together
dresses,
and put
like
it on
dresses
rent
are in
per? What is that?
categories: bridal, mehendi, haldi, whatever.
Hmm.
Like lot of categories are there again in bridal. Then like out basically. Then if you go into the second category, there are cars. Then there
Hmm.
are bikes. So all types of cars and all types of bikes are there in Bangalore, Delhi, especially
Hmm.
Chandigarh. Yeah. Then yeah, Mumbai, Pune. Yeah, we have those currently in those cities, and we are currently expanding. Then if you go down, then there are some IT products, for example,
Wow.
mobile phones, Android, MacBook. Then you have hard disk, hard drives, then softwares. A lot of things are in the IT and the smart gadget section, like smart watches, yeah, cameras, then security gates, security barricades, all those things are there. Uh, Currently, we are struggling with the furniture and
Hmm.
the appliances area, but yeah, something is going in the back of the page, so that will be live soon. Then we have medical
Okay.
equipment. For an example, you need a medical bed at your home, you need a wheelchair, you need oxygen mask, or you need oxygen concentrators. Then kind of medical categories also there. Then houses,
Hmm.
apartments. Then you have basically cafes if you want to rent out on a birthday party or something. So that is also what. Yeah. Then that's totally about the products, right? We are
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
products. But the good thing about Rentper is you can also rent out the services as well. For an example, somebody is providing the market, let's say marketing, or let's say IT development website, or let's say a plumber, or let's say a welder, or anyone basically can become a vendor and can offer their service on a rent, basically hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever basis you want. All the charges will be there. So product and services, everything is there. So not only
It's benefiting both the parties. I could see this. It is benefiting both the parties. The thing is, the person who is in need of a money. They would just say like, okay, I provide the services. You can take this in exchange of this much of amount. So if you want it, you can take the service. And the other person who is taking the service is getting, benefited with that. So basically, it's like both the ways they are, happy in that one thing. So I really like this concept, yeah. I mean, rent per is like,
yes,
अगर वो
means
हर जगह आ जाएगा तो
yeah,
it is like awesome because yeah, the thing is, we are in need of a lot of stuff right now. We have become that kind of humans that we need certain things at certain point of time only, and then we are not going to use it for a long period of time. So if you are also providing that service, that person becomes a member of Rentper. Like we are the member of Rentpers, we are giving you this thing, and like you become a chain of Rentper. So I really like this concept, but how did you actually initiated this process? Like as
uh-huh.
you said, you are connecting to the cities right now. You are getting this, you know, good response from people out there. But how did you actually initiate it? Is it
Yeah,
like making it a
basically I
startup
started
and
with the
providing the services
ideation.
out there?
So the idea of having, so I was actually, I mean, this idea was a little random, I will say. I was just sleeping in the afternoon and I thought, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like a dream, like, and I started, that was the ideation point, and I started that idea. So when you do the
Okay.
project management, you will see like ideation, then evaluation concept, then you will evaluate the potential of that idea, how much is the potential, how much business it is going to generate, and how much people are
Mm-hmm.
benefit from it. So I started that phase basically. Then in like everywhere, like whatever startup or whatever company you are building, you need a setup, you need IT staff, you need office, you need internet services, web pages, application, then administrative work, basically administrative people basically doing the income tax and those kind of filing basically. Then bank accounts, basically team building, hiring correct people. In
Mm-hmm.
startup, it's always messy to hire new people or hire any kind of a people, because like if I also see myself in the other side, like I want to do a job in your startup, then I'll see like what is the security, because startup is like, okay, it will work in the until evening or it will work until life, right? So that's the, and it's like, okay, I can totally understand that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
mean it is what it is. I can do this I can do that much. So then networking is the most important thing in the startups, I learned until now. People and the people who are supporting you for
yeah,
doing the things. So things.
yeah. The thing is, it's like a great foundation to make it a better one out there. And when it is not supposed to be a waste idea or maybe the waste concept, you have to, look at it as 360-degree angle. Okay, ये भी हो रहा है, वो भी हो रहा है, and everything. You look at completely in a circle. And this journey never like just come up with an idea. When you are up with an idea, you have to think 10 other things also with it. So when it comes to you, it's fine, but you have to go with the other flow also.
Currently
Like,
we are only three
may I
people,
know how
so
big
I
is the
am
team
yeah,
right
I
now
am
today?
at the top, then two more who are
Amazing.
handling from India, because I can't do everything
Mhm.
through WhatsApp calls, right? Normal call.
Obviously, not at all possible right now. Even if
Honestly, I
everything is
also tried a
digitized, it
lot,
is
and
not
it's
going to
very
happen. It's
hard when you
a
are let's
startup.
say you are contacting someone vendor basically who are having a lot of cars, or it's a car rental agency basically, and I want them as a as a vendor of mine. I'm contacting them, and they will say like, okay, but WhatsApp call seems not trustworthy. So I felt that, like on the first call. So so I thought of that, and I started getting that impression after four
Mm.
to five calls. So okay, why not do things physically, personally, by visiting the people
Okay.
and showing the concept and doing the things. And currently
Yeah.
it's totally free for everyone living in India. So anyone can.
Wow. So how the people of other
Yeah,
places where it
we
is not
like
accessible to get
currently, like
access
the
of
website
Rentper?
is
How?
totally live for entire world basically, but we are not using it. I mean, not promoting it, not
Mm.
marketizing it in other countries. The reason is basically some of the administrative thing and some of the law things will come into the picture that I
Okay.
am also not aware of. So I don't want to enter into that picture. I really want India only, because I have some plans to come back. I don't want to do it in
Mm.
other countries. So first of all, like we started the website that is already live, www.rentper.org. So anyone can just go on the website, can create their account. If you want to be vendor, then you can switch to vendor and enter your details like your address, email address, like your contact details basically, from where people can pick up the stuffs or reach out to contact. And that's about the vendor. Then you can go to add listing and add
Mm.
your products. That's the first thing. That's for the vendor, and that will go to verification, and that will go to live basically within maybe 24 hours. So that's the first thing. And if you want, you can switch as a buyer, and buyer see all you can now also you can see the products, but you will not be able
Mm.
to see the contact details of the person or the vendor from whom you went out. So it will ask you to create your account first.
Yeah.
Then once you create your account, then you can just contact them. You can see the details of the vendor, and that's how the very straightforward process is. Currently, the app is also available on the Play Store, so you can also download that app as well. App Store app, so that will also, I mean, it will be live soon again.
Wow. Nice. I mean, I could not say that it is not accessible to all the places. It is. It is pretty much easy. You just have to go on the site and do all of those things as you mentioned. It is pretty easy, like very basic, straightforward process. So amazing. I like this idea. I like this concept. I feel like there are a lot of people out there who are in need of it. So I think you should be market it in a on a very like open and large space because there is a need of this thing out there. And if it is known to people out there, they're going to take good services from there and they're going to be very, very happy of
People
like,
will
not spending much money and
reliability.
very smart
They,
idea, like this. So, yeah, yeah, so it is going to help them so much. When I was at at my time, I cried over things like I was not supposed to buy this thing, and it is completely useless now. And when I put it outside for like, selling purposes, nobody took it. I had to have it with me. And it's like
yeah,
it was just kept for like long, long years of time and then somehow somebody took it. So I felt so bad, like the value of the product because it's a material, it's a thing. If you don't use it, it is going to, it is going to just be dead in all aspects. It's not going to help you in any way. So rather, keeping it just like that, being
yeah.
useless, you can
And
just give it to somebody else
you
and they
also
can
see
have
other
a
side
use
of the
of it.
picture.
So
So we
I
are
would
buying
say
a lot
like,
of electronic gadgets, cars, and those kind of things now.
yeah.
I mean, of course, some people have that kind of a budget, that kind of salaries, you can say, revenue coming on in their personal accounts, so they can buy the things
Mm,
every day. But it is also generating a lot of waste, right?
yeah.
Electronic waste and pollution. So why to buy and sell when you can
Obviously,
rent?
it's too much. Yes, this is like nice. Awesome. Okay, so as you said, like there are team members working in India, and then you are being here, like completely away from this. So, are you
Yeah,
planning to go back to India
it
and
will take
continue
time,
this
but of
like
course, I
very
have
soon, or
plans to
maybe
come
it's
back
going
to
to take
India.
a year or time, something like that? Okay, so can you make it like a
Sorry,
full-term
full term
stuff
stuff,
as
I
it is going
didn't
to
get
help
that.
people out there? I mean, that means you are completely into it and not,
But
being somewhere else.
but
As you
for
said, you
that,
have other two
that is like
startups
a
also
co-founder is there,
happening.
so he is handling that.
Ah, then that's okay. Then you can put some of your,
Correct.
attention towards this Rentper also. Amazing, amazing. So, through
Lessons
this
learned.
journey,
That's a quite
what
interesting
is the
question.
best
Basically,
learned lesson?
there are a lot of lessons actually. So I will not speak only about the Rentper. So I can talk about for all
Mm-hmm.
startup. So I will say, don't wait for the
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah,
moment.
yeah,
Take the chance and create. I mean, when you start out the things, everything will
yeah.
start falling into
Mm,
your plate if once you start out the, and this is my own personal experience, and that's what I until for now. So if you are sure about something, just
Mm.
start it. Like you will regret after 10 years otherwise. So just start it. Then yeah, never take a defensive
Yeah.
approach in any startup. So I did that, and I mean, you will lose your money. So always be attack on the attacking mode. Basically, think of
Mm.
generating the revenue from the first day, and by of course by you need to keep people first and help them, but never take a defensive approach. Otherwise, you will lose a lot of money in the startup or in the whatever business you are doing. Then always keep your eyes open, your mind open. Always look for the opportunity and grab it. So be a mindful, I will say. I don't know that. So yeah, and networking, of course. Right
Yeah.
people and people who are having money, they can invest in your business. So right people and the people who are having a lot of money. So those two things you need for the startups. So yeah, those are the lessons learned, I will say, until for now. But yeah, networking is
Yeah.
the most important one. Yeah,
Okay, so throughout your journey, you have three startups.
yeah, it's me
So
only,
who
myself and
is
my
the
self-discipline.
biggest supporter?
No one,
Wow,
no one.
it's rare
Yeah, I mean,
to listen to this.
I have a like a fixed schedule for 24 hours. I wake up at 4:30 German European time, then gym for 2.5 hours, then again doing meditation and something like a prayers, then go to office, then come back, then yeah, see the things which I mean the people did in other startup basically. So look for it, get the task, then cooking again in the evening because here there is
Mm.
no mess or any kind of a concept. So you need to cook your food on your own, basically. Yeah, there is no concept of cooking. I
Wow, that
mean,
is
otherwise
nice.
you need to go to restaurant and it's like lot. That's very expensive. So being an Indian
Yeah.
guy, you can't have a pizza every day, right? And noodles.
Mm.
Uh, so that's
You need to
and
have
and being
roti, sabzi,
also
dal,
we
and
need thepsa
chawal.
and
That's
bhakri.
your
So
staple food.
we
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, oh, that is the
So
must.
that
वो खाया
that's
ही नहीं तो फिर ऐसा
correct.
लगता ही नहीं हम इंडियन
So
रह
that's
गए
not
हैं
an
क्या?
option. So I will say
वो
discipline, of
होना
course.
चाहिए.
So I always try to like sit and like at least 30 minutes in the evening, late night, of course, after doing everything, and then start to analyze, okay, what did went well in
Mm.
24 hours and what not, and for me, for myself, okay, and what could I have done better to for the better results, basically. इससे ज़्यादा क्या नहीं था. So and then take out the lessons and do it on tomorrow again.
Mm.
So that's the so it's the discipline, no one else.
Yeah. And you have made it as your routine, you know. It doesn't feel like, okay, this is like
Mhm.
strictly to be followed. It is just like you are following it because you know that that is good for you. It is helping you like coming years also. And it has kept you very much grounded also because you have been following this from many years. It has also helped you to grow all of your startups. So I have this questions from somewhere, I don't know. The question is, as you're working here, I mean, where you are right now in the Netherlands. So what is that work and how do you
Yeah,
handle
correct.
the,
So first of all,
your
the first startup
startups? I
was
mean,
like
there
a
is too much
Hyperloop. I
happening.
don't know if you know Hyperloop. Hyperloop is a new concept that is still 20 to
Mm,
25 years to commercialize into the market. So planes can travel with the speed of 1200 to 1500 kilometer per
yeah.
hour into the basically. So now I'm not at the
Mm,
chairman, or let's say, of course I'm a founder, but not at the chairman position. There are someone else who is taking care of it. So I have a lot of stuff to do on that side basically. Then the Uni
okay.
Excellence is the another one. We have a co-founder in Delhi. We have office in Delhi, one in Pune, one in Mumbai also. So there are people who are taking care of it and yeah, responsible for several things. So I don't need to do everything. So there are people who are doing it. I just need to take care of them. Okay, what's going on well and what's wrong. So do you need any kind of supports? Are you okay with your work? So that kind of stuff only. and just expanding the things. Recently, we onboarded Gulf Air, like an airline for the international flyings and the traveling of the students and their parents too. So if anybody want to book the ticket from our side, then we have some
Mm-hmm.
special offers for them because we have Gulf Air with us. Then yeah, I did my mechanical engineering in India. I did my masters in
Yeah.
Germany and in Netherlands, and mechanical engineering and business administration. I'm currently I work in Germany as a management consultant and performance manager. Recently started my new job before 3 months ago as a IT business analyst, a kind of a business relationship manager. So in the in the company where we
Mm.
manufacture medical equipments, basically. For an example, surgical robots, then your stethoscopes, then pacemakers, so everything related to human body, so that we manufacture, like medical engineering basically. And yeah, so it's like a 9 to 5 job. So of course you
Mm.
need to follow that schedule. There is no option for doing that. And after that, after 5 o'clock, okay, you at least need 1 hour to come back from the office if you are working from office. But now we are doing a hybrid mode. So sometimes you need to go to, but sometimes you don't. After 5 again, okay, come back 5 to 7 or 5 to 7:30 again. You need to okay, work on your other stuffs. Then again then again back to the same working routine. So now it's a
Mm-hmm.
habit, so I don't feel it like, okay, it's a stress or something like that. It's a habit now. So
But there are two mindsets here. One is like a startup
yeah,
mindset, like entrepreneurship. Another one is a person who regularly goes to a
I need to
job
follow both
and
because
related to
if
that.
I
How do you like?
because if I मतलब अगर एक जगह से छूट गया ना तो फिर दूसरी जगह पे नहीं जा पाऊंगा, तो मेरे को वो मतलब कैसे बोलते हैं ना कि multitasking kind of attitude, you can say. So if I'm doing something for this hour, then I will focus only on this for this hour. But after that, after 5 o'clock, I have something other to do which is already planned. I need to give my 100% everywhere. Otherwise, it
Mm,
will be disrupted. And it's like I can't leave anything because I need to have
mm.
something from somewhere so that I can put it something. I can put something to somewhere. Correct. Correct.
Source,
Correct.
the source of
So that's
providing
the
to your babies. Those are three startups. Amazing. So you have been
since I
doing
came
from so
to
many
Germany.
years
So
now.
for
Like
an
how long
example,
you have been doing this?
2019 September. Yeah. On On 20th of September 2019, I flight to Germany. So it's been
Oh,
4 years actually, 4.5 years, I suppose.
too much. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see your two mindsets of like very complete different worlds where in the job you feel like it is like restricting, you are not getting
Our culture is
holidays,
different.
you're not
European culture
being
is
able
different. It's
to,
not Indian
work
culture.
on.
You are allowed to take.
Yeah, but here in India, I would see like these are main basic two concepts. Like if you want to be an entrepreneur, the job takes a lot of your time that you're not able to give to the startups, obviously. So if you want to make the startup grow, you have to give that 100% to that baby because it needs it. It needs to be nurtured, it needs to be, looked after. But उसको देखने के लिए भी तो कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए रहेगा, वो है पैसा. और वो उसको ठीक लगाने वाला जो पैसा आएगा वो the most easy way available, that is a job. So you apply for it and then how, like the main question arises here, like you are not able to give 100% here and 100% there. It's just like distributed very evenly, as you said, like you are used to that concept that okay, I am doing this work at this
Yes,
time, and when you do this work, the source of income comes. That income is put in these three places where you feel like okay, I have done something, and I am providing. Basically, you are into the entrepreneurship. This is just
yes.
one kind of a thing that you are doing it for the other startups as well. So, thumbs up. I mean, nice. You have
Yes, but
smartly organized
that's how,
everything and you're doing it very well.
sometimes you will not be able to devote a lot of time to your people, your friends, or your relatives, like that. That's yeah,
As you said, that's your routine. So in routine, nobody came
Yeah,
actually. So you never talked about your friends, you never talked about your family. I could see that. When you mention it, it is completely understanding. But if you don't, I understood like
yeah,
it's
correct.
too much
Do
happening.
understand
How will
that,
you going to
but
get time for
yeah,
others also, right? It's
uh,
okay.
it's how it works, right? Either this way or either that way, and like उसको समझना होगा यार, समझ लेगा यार कि बंदा बिजी है, काम कर रहा है,
Yeah.
ठीक है, जिसको नहीं पता उसको करना है उसका.
Yeah. Yeah. True that. Okay, so can you tell me one
Okay,
bitter truth
there to
of
patience.
an
You need to have a
entrepreneurship
lot of
journey?
patience. There,
What is that?
it takes lot of time and lot of hard work. And you just need to knock the doors, and doesn't matter. सौ दरवाजे खटखटाओ फिर भी नो ही आएगा,
Yeah,
बट
my
102
goodness.
पे हाँ आएगा. बट वो रहना पड़ेगा, उसका कोई सोल्यूशन नहीं है. इट टेक्स लॉट ऑफ
Hmm.
पेशेंस. सो या ये लोग मानते ही नहीं है. लोग तो पहले भरोसा नहीं करते. लोग सोचते आई मीन like okay, you are earning, I mean, now the platform we are offering
Hmm.
totally free, right? But people think okay, you are earning from somewhere, and if I do, then okay, I will take, you will take my customers, okay, but
Yeah.
dude, I am doing it for you, it's for you. And that mentality, it's really hard to change, and it will take a lot of time, basically, like how big companies did until for now. If you see the case study, Amazon, then Flipkart. Flipkart is a small
Hmm.
player, but let's say Amazon, then they created a mindset. For example, let's take an example of a Tesla. So when people talk about electric cars, they will only see
Oh
Tesla. Doesn't
my
matter. There is a
goodness.
Tata electric car also. There is a Porsche electric car also. Doesn't. But that the mindset that person has created. So
Yeah.
you need a patience for that, basically. And of course, it will take a lot of marketing, a lot of awareness. So patience.
As you said, patience, sometimes that thought is always there in your mind. Okay, अगर चालू किया है तो यार इसके पीछे कंसिस्टेंट रहना पड़ेगा और झेलना भी पड़ेगा सब कुछ, प्लस इसको ठीक करने के हिसाब से फिर इसको बड़ा भी करना है तो यार रुको आराम से. Continue the process, trust the process, keep doing it. One day it is going to
I
happen. You know this. But it makes you
I
restless at some
I
point.
get
It's like,
you
अभी
will feel
क्यों
a lot
नहीं
of
हो
times
रहा
like
है?
this is my
कब
personal feeling
होगा?
also कि यार जाने दे यार, छोड़ देते हैं ना, अभी थक गए यार. But I mean, tomorrow again, like there are some things, some bad experiences that always keep you motivating, that always keep you inspiring. Some bad lessons, some regrets you do have. So that's not. I mean, people say like forgive and forget, but I'm that kind of a person. I never forgive and never. I'm not a god, so I
Hmm.
never forgive and never forget. So, so, so मेरे को
Yeah,
तो
obviously.
मतलब
Even I
हेल्प
don't follow
करना
that.
जो जब भी होगा तभी होगा. पहले तो मैं देख लूंगा भाई इसको.
No, I just like this. I mean, people should actually follow this. ये बहुत हो गया ना, forgive and forget. I mean, you have to understand it, यार. I mean, it is not going to keep you at peace
This is like
every single
an
time when
energy
you
for
think about,
me,
okay,
so
forgive and
I'm getting
forget. It's
energy
not going
from
to
that
happen.
source, and I'm using some positive direction. But ये तो गया भाई, इसके साथ पूछते आगे जन्म लेने
Hmm.
उधर से गया अभी तो.
Amazing. No, you should have this attitude. When you are very nice and when you are doing this stuff for all the people out there, and there is some person who, like butchers everything that you do, say bad stuff, and yeah, so you are not going to like, अच्छा ठीक है ना भाई बोल दिया चलो छोड़ दे ये कहाँ
रिवेंज
से आ गया
एटीट्यूड है,
attitude?
मैं
This
तो
will never
छोड़ता नहीं
come.
किसी को.
It is useful at some point, yeah. I mean, उसके लिए ऐसे ही मजाक में थोड़ी किया यार, मेहनत करके किया है जो भी किया है उसका होना चाहिए. ओके, सो आई वाज वंडरिंग लाइक कोई भी स्टार्टअप को एक स्पेसिफिक इन्वेस्टमेंट लगता है. ओके, तो उसमें भी जब तुम लोग जाते हो, when you take your first step, you don't have any idea how it is going to happen. You are completely alien to this new concept of business and entrepreneurship. So when you feel like okay, investment लगेगा, कितना लगेगा, कब कब देना पड़ेगा और कब तक देना पड़ेगा, that comes in your mind, right? So I want to ask for the first startup and as well Rentper, how
Yeah, so
much
like जब भी
investments you have
फर्स्ट
done,
फर्स्ट
like
स्टार्ट
for the
हुआ ना, वो
first and
तो
this third one.
फंडेड बाय यूनिवर्सिटी साइड था, सो वी डोंट रियली केयर अबाउट मनी. So there was university who was giving, yes,
Nice.
and it was like जो भी आ रहा था
Smart.
वो यूनिवर्सिटी को ही जा रहा था, ब्रांडिंग
Uh,
वॉट एवर जो भी हो रहा था, दैट टोटली बिलोंग्स टू यूनिवर्सिटी. इट्स नॉट मी, नॉट मुकेश, डजंट मैटर. बट ओके, द पर्सन ओके डूइंग समथिंग, ओके, दैट्स द टाइटल ओनली. ओके, बट
mm,
जो भी एक्चुअल जो टेंजिबल चीजें हो रही थी वो यूनिवर्सिटी की हो रही थी. नॉन टेंजिबल हमें नेटवर्किंग हो रहा था, कम्युनिकेशन वॉट एवर, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. बट
mm.
जो पैसा बन रहा था, नाम बन रहा था, वो उनका, मेरा नहीं. तो बन रहा है. बट हाँ, काफी इम्पोर्टेंट था बिकॉज उधर से जो चीजें सीखा हूं मैं, वो इसके लिए इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में आ रही है. तो मैंने फ्री में चीजें सीखी है विदाउट जीरो इन्वेस्टमेंट, एंड दैट आई एम
Yeah.
इन्वेस्टिंग हियर.
Mm.
सो दैट यस. देन जब भी सेकंड
Wow,
चालू
it is
हुआ तो
actually smart.
ऑफ
It's
कोर्स
actually
टोटली
smart.
मेरा इन्वेस्टमेंट था जो भी किया वो. बट बिलीव मी, अभी 12,500 से ऊपर फॉलोअर्स है इंस्टाग्राम पे सेकंड स्टार्टअप के लिए. But I only invested 500 rupees in that startup. That's it. You can,
What?
it's
What?
possible. It's possible. 100%
How is it
possible. You just
possible,
need to be smart for
Mukesh?
that. So for an example, so that startup belongs to the education category. I mean, you consult student who want to study abroad,
Mm.
basically. And I already studied abroad. I have the experience of that. I can utilize that experience, all kind of documentation and sort of things. So I tied up around with the 17 banks in India, HDFC, SBI, all. Then we tied up with all the international remittance
Mm.
services, all those companies. Then DHL, Blue Dart for courier, transferring, now recently Gulfware, all those we take it out. मेरा मतलब वो उधर से start किया basically.
Mm.
Then we started creating WhatsApp groups. Okay, so a lot of students create WhatsApp group, and they just like okay, study in
Mm.
Germany, study in Europe, whatever titles. Okay, visa processing, whatever. We do marketing over there in those groups. People will join those groups. We will schedule a webinar on a monthly basis. People will attend those webinar. We will convert
Mm.
people from there to be our customers. People will pay to us. We'll start the service. So I only invested 500 rupees to build my Instagram nicely. That's it. And it's totally, it's my efforts. That's it.
Oh, people are dying to have this smartness in like any kind of. It's just like you have connected people to these set of people, and the exchange of
Correct.
things are happening between them. You are just acted as a mediator for them, and you just
Only
wanted to make a
five.
platform look good,
And then
so
we
you
marketize
invest
it. Then
500
huge
rupees in
number of
that.
WhatsApp groups. Currently, I'm having more than 200 WhatsApp groups on my one number and 200 on other. More than 200 on other. We do marketing every day, literally every day marketing like we do. And the webinars on
Oh.
every weekend, almost every weekend. So people can come, join, discuss, and sort of questions. We'll convert people to be our customers, and then we start the process. Simple as that. And now and now people are I mean other people are approaching to me like, okay, I mean this is why, like I told you, right? Okay, you just need to start the thing and everything will go your way. Now people are approaching to me, sir, can we have a
Mm.
business uh, like a business collaboration or something? So like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, okay, sorry, sir, I'm not interested
Mm.
into that. If you can, of course, give me your customer, I will take care of it. But I don't want your interference into my business. So अभी अभी 2 दिन
Part
पहले
in
कोई तो
that.
था दिल्ली का, आया पूछ रहा था, and he was like, okay, sir, I do this, and वो बता रहा था like एक पूरा प्रोसेस होता है, वो बता रहा था, sir, I will do this
Mm.
kind of things from this entire process. तो भाई मेरे को बचे, तू बस तो कस्टमर दे, बाकी का तू निकल यहाँ से,
Mm.
मैं देख लूंगा बाकी का.
Mm.
तो मैं करूंगा, तो मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं है ना, मैं आधा देख के बैठू तेरा,
हम्म।
इतना किया तूने, जितना मेरे टाइम की वैल्यू है, तेरे टाइम की मुझे
हाँ।
पता नहीं.
हाँ।
So I just kick him off. So that's how. Then for
Obviously.
the rent per. So my salary, of course. Then I have a huge investment in Indian stock market. So
Hmm.
from there, then from my parents, of course. Then I have some plans for the loan as well. But that should जरूरत ना पड़े, देखते. अगर
Hmm.
ऐसे स्मार्टली खेले तो जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी.
Nice. Yeah. It is actually, as you said, like पहले बताया था कि जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, जो भी मिस्टेक्स होती है, जो भी दिक्कतें आती है, जो पेन होता है उस टाइम पे, या ओके आई एम नॉट एबल टू हैंडल दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी, दिस इज द हार्डेस्ट फेज ऑफ माई लाइफ वगैरह वगैरह. दीज मोमेंट्स एक्चुअली टीचेस यू एंड दे टेक यू टू अ प्लेस वेयर यू थिंक स्मार्टली कि अच्छा ठीक ठीक है, अभी इतना तो अपने पास है नहीं देने के लिए, या फिर इतना प्रोवाइड इतने जल्दी कर नहीं सकते, तो करे क्या. तो ब्रेन works in a very smart way and it gives you
Yes.
all the answers at that moment, and when you implement it, it just happens. So I would give credit to all the things that you have gone through, maybe I have gone through in my life. And I have taught myself, my problems have taught me, and all of the mistakes that I've done
Yeah.
have taught me. So, as you said, like, who is the biggest supporter? And that is you. So, I appreciate that. Give credits to yourself
I
for all the
always
stuff that you have done,
congratulate
for all the
myself
startups
and
out there. Plus, you're also
hello, are
working.
we still okay?
Amazing.
I always congratulate myself on every success, and I always
Yeah,
blame myself for my all the mistakes. So I never blame another person.
yeah.
अगर सामने वाले ने
All
मेरे साथ कुछ भी
problems.
बुरा किया
Yeah.
ना, तो मैं उसको नहीं, मेरे को बोलूंगा कि है क्या, किससे बात कर रहा है तू, ऐसे.
मेरी ही
तो
गलती थी.
ऐसे.
Right.
Yes, of
So,
course, a lot.
do you regret something in this whole?
Giving, of course, unnecessary importance to
What
non-deserving people.
what is that?
So वो तो चीज मतलब काफी वो मतलब
Universal that
किसी के
is like
साथ भी
everybody
मतलब, अरे
should
भाई
then.
किसको टाइम दे रहा है, तू देख वो देख क्या. जो माइंडसेट होता है ना वो अलग होता है तभी. बट अभी देखता, अरे कौन है
Hmm.
यार, किसको किसको भाव दे दिया ऐसे. हाँ ऐसे तो वो करना नहीं था, बट ठीक है, जरूरत थी उसकी भी, क्योंकि वो जो चीज मतलब क्या बोलते हैं ना वो, कि भाई
Yeah.
दर्द का भी एक लेवल होता है, वो अगर चला गया छोड़ दो, अभी किसी अभी अभी तो कोई नहीं, महाभारत होगा
Hmm.
तो ऐसे.
Hmm.
सो दैट.
It is actually right. You just unnecessarily waste your energy, time, your knowledge, value, everything to someone who never understood or will never going to
बस रिग्रेट
understand
वो
in
टाइम
life
का होता है,
ever.
जो
So
टाइम,
why you want to waste
वो
time?
टाइम में कितना इन्वेस्ट कर सकता था दूसरी जगह पे. सो that that's the point I feel, and that's why I don't have a lot
Hmm.
of friends. Only two friends with the same mindset as of me, so I don't really care about others. So
Anyways, lot of friends doesn't bring a change in your life. They just they do other stuff rather than taking you towards upscale life. They take you somewhere and they specifically waste your time like being together, enjoying and all of that. If you have
yeah,
same mindset people around you, they are going to take you where success goes. So when it comes to the success point,
accomplishing
what is
personal
your
and
definition of
professional
success?
goals with
What
the
does
big
success mean to
smiles
you?
on my parents' face. That's the thing I will say, because
No,
like since like my
amazing.
father is also a businessman, but not like me. Like he earn a lot, but not
Mm.
as much of me until for now. I can say that, but I always like 50-50. Okay, no, of course I am here because of
Wow.
him, but yeah. So but like since
Yeah.
and my mom is a vice principal in the junior college, so I was like okay, my like मम्मी हमेशा इमोशनल सपोर्ट करती है, बट पापा ने आज तक नहीं किया. बट अभी तक ऐसा लग रहा है पापा जो बोल रहे थे ना, अगर अभी अभी फॉर एन एग्जांपल आई एम सेइंग लाइक ओके, आज तो मैं 100 किलोमीटर भागूंगा, एंड my father is always saying, "अरे सो तो कुछ नहीं, तू 200 भाग लेगा आराम से, कुछ भी नहीं तेरे लिए." But at that point when I was child, I was like, okay, यार क्या नहीं कर सकता मैं, क्या है कुछ भी. तो अभी but अभी ऐसे लगता है कि भाई अरे
But that
नहीं,
was
रियल सपोर्ट
actual
तो पापा है,
emotional
मम्मी
support.
कुछ भी नहीं. तो so that I will say like okay, I'm proud of, and yeah, that's my definition of a success basically.
Amazing. It comes from the family only. You will recognize that in time
Yeah,
when
and
you go in that same
yeah,
path
one
as
more
your
thing like
dad
you
went.
said
So
like
it's
about
good.
the
Okay,
like
so
the regrets. So I always thought of why didn't I thought of Rentper
mm,
before 10 years ago? Yes, that would be the absolutely.
that would be the
आज
biggest one.
आज
Yeah, because there was much need back
हाँ,
then, and it would have
correct,
become
exactly.
big, like, it would be huge right now. True. Oh, that's okay. Exactly, start तो किया ना, that is more important. As you said, दिमाग में कुछ आ रहा है बस करो, time pass मत करो, वो
Correct.
don't wait for the moment to come. There is no moment as such. Amazing. So,
Yeah, always have a
what would be
growth
your
mindset
advice
and have a
to
friends
the
with
young
the same
entrepreneurs out
mindset
there?
who are supporting you with I mean, who are having the same thoughts as of you, and always a positive, never a negative, because you should trust your vibes. Okay, vibes is a energy,
Hmm.
and this is my experience. Okay, I felt it. So, uh, like, अगर 10 दिनों बाद कोई चीज होने वाली है ना,
Hmm.
doesn't matter positive or negative, but vibes पहले से ही बता देगी, अरे ये होने वाला है. So trust it. So trust. Then yeah, very few friends. You should have very few friends
Hmm.
and very small circle. मतलब जिनके साथ आप जिनको आपकी सारी चीजें पता है, लाइक यहाँ से ले यूरोप से लेके सारी चीजें पता है, but very few friends,
Hmm.
and those are always there to support you and emotionally, whatever in like financial, not financially, but आज तक तो जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, but touch wood आगे भी ना पड़े, but हाँ, always be there to support you, with whom you can discuss and do the things. So uh, raise your mind, raise your standard mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, always, daily, every minute, every single second. So raise your standard. Don't waste your time with idiot
Hmm.
people, and yeah, गधा नहीं बनना है. So eh, that I can say, and of course,
Yeah.
never forgive anyone. Never forgive, never forget.
Yeah. हो गया बस हो गया अब हो गया वो संत वाली दुनिया
It,
खत्म हो गई है अभी वो
yes,
नहीं
yes.
कर
It's
सकता है कोई
it's
कैसे
a energy
करेगा इट इज
basically.
नॉट
You
इट्स
should
नॉट
never.
टॉलरेबल राइट नाउ
भगवान नहीं है हम, और हमको भगवान भी नहीं बनना है.
हम्म
So अब
यार ह्यूमंस इफ यू डू समथिंग रॉन्ग टू अस यू आर गोइंग टू
कर्मा जब ही
गेट
होगा,
द पे
पहले तो
बैक
इसको मैं देख लूंगा इसको.
हो जाएगा अपने आप राइट Okay, but see, as you said, you have shown your both sides, Mukesh. As you said, like be positive, be completely connected to, have that mindset, have spirituality happening, have that strong beliefs related to being fit physically, being fit mentally, and have connections. But also the other side was this, that if you do something wrong to me, you're going to get that. So you have to be these two personalities in this today time because you don't know how people are going to walk over you, how people are going to, uh, take disadvantage of your goodness, of your, kindness. So guys, बस हो गया अभी कि ठीक है हो गया तो हो गया जाने दो छोड़ो it's not going to be like that you have to make sure like the person
Correct.
should understand that it was valuable at the moment what you did and later on when you take that advantage and you move on by not even
Yeah,
appreciating it it feels bad and it is going to take you somewhere wrong at some point but okay the karma is going to take care of it so it's true
yeah,
you have to have that two sides every single time in the real world okay so we have come to this end part of the session right now. You have given wonderful advice. You have told what mistakes have taught you and everything else.
Mhm.
But now it is my time to understand for my show. So I always ask this to all the guests out there who come on the show. Like, what feedback you would
Yeah,
love to give
actually,
to my show, The
yeah,
Legit
first
Talks,
of
that I've
all, it's a
started back
nice
in
show. Like,
2021?
I mean, you're offering a nice platform to interact with the people who are doing great in their careers, professionally, personally. I don't think there is a like a like a critical feedback. I would like to give. It's a really nice platform. I will really appreciate that.
Mhm.
But I mean, of course, the creatives you made do regularly on Instagram. But first of like one thing I will recommend, not a feedback, but I will recommend that okay, you can also have the reels for maybe 15 or 20 seconds regularly
Mhm.
on Instagram. So that I can. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. For that, I need to, work a little harder and give my team the money to do it. I don't have that smart idea right now. I have to still invest in this because it is like completely media stuff. But yeah, if I need certain, guidance related to my startup and how to make it worthwhile for people out there and like getting trustworthy people in the, if I feel like every startup has to have a specific team of its own who thinks only just about it, not doing other stuff, but just thinking about your startup. So I am planning to, have something of my own in this coming years, maybe. But I need to get hit to the target where I would be able to monetize this in a very good way. But I need that
In
smart way
of
from
course,
you.
anytime.
I
I
hope you
mean,
will help me,
it's always
please.
better to grow together with the same people who are growing in their areas, so that when you like it's like a both way. Like okay, they are also helping you, you
Yeah,
are also helping them. So it's the success for both. So of course, any
yeah. I want to make this platform like open for every common person और common person से तुम ले ही कितना सकते हो you cannot able to you cannot take money out of them यार it is so stupid you're so selfish then the thing is I want to make this an open platform for every ordinary person बहुत हो गया entrepreneurs बड़े बड़े लोग बहुत पैसे कमा के बैठे वो लोग आएंगे बैठेंगे और अपना सब कुछ बताएंगे everybody almost knows about it but the reality as you told about your journey it is going to help people out there like how you have to have smart ideas to make it work, how to, smartly invest in certain something, how do you
correct.
need to plan stuff. So basically, reality ये है जो आज तुमने बताया. बाहर जो बता रहे ऐसा होता था, फिर हमने ऐसा किया, and it happened
Actually,
smoothly.
कि
It's never
मतलब
like that, man. It
like
never
if you see
happens
Bill
that
Gates or
smoothly.
Elon Musk, okay,
Please.
they are there at the position because of their networking, of course. Like the idea of the Microsoft basically was originated from the Intel. Intel is the software company that you can see the logo of Intel. So her mom was the chairman of the Intel, and at that point, someone from
Mm,
Intel introduced the idea of having a kind of a thing which we call Microsoft now. But who will do that? So they stand up,
mm,
okay, Bill will do that. So it was not decided,
yeah.
no knowledge, nothing. He just stand up,
Mm,
he was having a lot of money, hired the people and started doing the thing. So if somebody from that position can become a billionaire, then that doesn't matter. But somebody
yeah.
like you and me can go to that stage, then of course that matters. So that's the inspiration.
Yeah. It is out there, like people are trying to open up the reality behind Bill Gates' works.
Correct.
So now they have realized the man have actually done nothing. And I was so shocked and I was like, really? This is the smartest way, I guess, to become this. But the name is not that good. The thing is, when you do something, you need to have good name first. You need to have a great community out there who would trust you. And then they would take your name to the toppest level that you have ever seen yourself going at. So it is like the same idea of you and I is this that, and we need to create a good network first out there so that people would like blindly trust you and say like, okay, whatever it is, अगर
Yeah.
ये करवाना है तो मुझे इसी से करवाना है because they have built that, you know.
Time, patience,
So I
money.
want to do that
Exactly.
same thing, but it takes So more is money. And right now, if you could see, बहुत से बच्चे स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं इस चीज को लेके कि यार हमारे पास टैलेंट है, हमारे पास पूरे स्किल्स है, लेकिन हमको उस हिसाब से पैसा नहीं मिल रहा है, और पैसा तो जाने दो, अपॉर्चुनिटीज ही नहीं है बाहर. And people are
Actually,
getting diverted towards only digital marketing stuff,
या एक्चुअली
affiliate
क्या
marketing,
होता है ना, लाइक
networking.
बोलते
That is more
अपॉर्चुनिटीज
important right
नहीं
now,
है.
right?
अभी जब भी मैंने एजुकेशनल लाइक यूनि एक्सेलेंस स्टार्ट किया, लाइक कंसल्टेशन पार्ट, कितने बड़े प्लेयर्स है मार्केट में, ऑलरेडी बड़े बड़े
Hmm.
प्लेयर्स है, लाइक वेर एवर,
Hmm.
लाइक यू गो टू दिल्ली, यू गो टू मुंबई, ऑलरेडी बड़े बड़े प्लेयर्स है जिनके ऑलरेडी नाम है, जिनके ऑलरेडी लाइक 15 to 20 ऑफिसेस है वर्ल्ड वाइड. हमारा एक भी नहीं, जीरो से व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप से चालू किया था, बट स्टिल अभी अभी वो लोग मेरे
Hmm.
पास आ रहे हैं, सर कैन वी हैव समथिंग टुगेदर. तो अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती नहीं है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज
Wow.
बनानी पड़ती है.
That's amazing.
सो
बनानी नहीं पड़ती है, that's what. So you need to have certain knowledge also in that specific field if you want to go. And if it is available for you, then do it. Otherwise, get
यस,
into it,
इफ यू
सीखो,
आर डूइंग
गिरो,
इट
पढ़ो.
लाइक बाय
वो तो
योरसेल्फ, देन
बहुत
ऑफ
बेस्ट हो
कोर्स
जाता
इट
है.
विल हैपन.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on our show and sharing every part. Like मेरे को जितनी भी डाउट्स थी, फॉर श्योर ये सबको सेम डाउट्स थी, क्योंकि सब लोगों को ऑलमोस्ट यही मतलब सोचना पड़ता है कि यार ये चीजें चाहिए तो क्या करे वगैरह वगैरह. सो नाउ दे विल हैव एन ऑप्शन ऑफ रेंट पर इन देयर हेड, the first thing that they would access to. And the other startups, they are going as well, so congratulations on that. Plus congratulations that starting on Rentper is going really good right now in just 1.5 months, right? So you're already catching up with a lot of people out there and getting good vendors, so that it will look good. The Rentper will look good in coming future. So thank you so much for everything, for the knowledge, for all the truth and lies that you have learned in your life. It has helped all
थैंक्स अ
of us,
लॉट फॉर
especially
द
me and the
अपॉर्चुनिटी
viewers today.
एंड विल
Thank
स्टे
you
इन
so much
टच.
for coming
या,
on the show. Yes, please. I'll be needing some guidance because you're
वो
very smart in business management. So I would
खून से गुजराती
take
हूँ,
some
सो
of
वो
your knowledge
बिजनेस
and use
अंदर
it
है.
in my life. It runs in the blood. Oh, that is nice. Okay, still congratulations on
थैंक्स, या
everything,
सेम,
and we
बाय बाय.
hope that you get all the success that you deserve.
Thank you so much, guys, for always staying connected and watching our talk show, The Legend Talks. Do share your views on this particular video. And if you feel that this particular journey resonates to one of your friends, families, or relatives, or whoever you know, do not forget to share them this link. And for getting more and more such amazing videos and stories of amazing people like these, you need to hit the subscribe button. And also, to get notified, press the bell icon on every single new video that comes on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Let's know the anime.